So last year, it was about this time, within a week or two, I remember stood in this very spot and offered you an incredible best-selling pressure cooker for a ridiculous price. Well, if you were watching that day, you'll know it sold so fast, I was left in a tailspin. I begged and pleaded the folks that work in the tower here at HSN headquarters, and they agreed to allow us on the Monday night show to give you another shot at that same deal. One time, last time, only time for the year. It's like a holiday host pick offer. Let's reveal our Elite 8-quart pressure cooker price. If you order in the next 30 minutes, you can get this pressure cooker, our best selling of all time, for $99 with free shipping and 5 flexible payments of under $20. Folks, when this sells out, they will not allow us to do this again this year. It's obviously a killer deal. If you watch all the time, you know I could talk your ear off about pressure cookers. Since I brought one home, Chelsea and I have used it every single week. We typically love to make brisket, and I believe we have some of that tonight as well. Pressure cooking is the fastest, easiest, tastiest food you will ever make in your life. HSN, our #1 kitchen product right now is Elite pressure cookers. This at this price will just make it irresistible. Kelly Deirdring is over this way. We're gonna get started. Turquoise, black, red, or blue. If you already have a pressure cooker, call in and tell us about it, or definitely think of this as a gift for somebody over the next 15 minutes. This is the best gift.
This is the best gift. We absolutely never do this on free shipping. Let's talk about the food that comes out of your 8-quart pressure cooker, because right now we have done 2 full-size. Yep. This is 1, 2 full-size racks of ribs. Ready? This is large enough. We can fit this in our 8-quart pressure cooker. Okay?
Yes.
Most pressure cookers that are out on the market, they're 6 quarts.
Yep.
And they're about 120 bucks.
Yes.
And this one is so feature rich. And Adam, if you don't mind, ask me how long this took me.
Well, Kelly, how long did this take you?
I thought you'd never ask. To the most beautiful, fall off the bone, gorgeous ribs of your entire life. And when I talk about fall off the bone literally comes out of the ribs. That is how moist, how juicy, how tender, how filled with flavor these ribs become. And we do it in 40 minutes.
That's ridiculous. 40
minutes under pressure. Now, normally this would have taken you hours and hours to do on your smoker, or maybe you would do them in the oven. Look at all these bones just coming out. It becomes then the most moist, the most juicy, the most tender. Let's say you want to take a piece of Texas toast and throw it on a sandwich. Now, you can feed an army. You can also just slice the ribs as you would, but this is 45 minutes to the most moist, juicy, tender ribs of your life. And the reason is, when you cook under pressure, there's nowhere for the moisture to go but back into the food. So all of the flavor remains and all of the moisture remains. It becomes the most gorgeous meal you've ever had.
You know, it's easy to be passionate about something when you own it and you use it and you enjoy it. Seriously, there's so many appliances that you see here on HSN and in the stores, and you buy it and you put it in the cupboard, you never use it. You have to try this.
You'll use it every day.
I wouldn't be so strong about it and say it if I didn't mean it, folks. It's unbelievable. Now listen, even though we're only doing this in 13 minutes now, if you've been eyeing an Elite pressure cooker for a while, we are rock bottom. This 99 and free and 5 flex pay is as low as we go. It's a virtual giveaway. So if you were ever gonna buy one, tonight is your night. They're telling me red and black are selling the fastest and will be the first to sell out. I mean, Kelly, it's not that you're not here with pressure cookers all the time, because you are, but not at this price.
The last time the deal was this good, I believe, was about a year ago on your show. They only do these special things for Adam. We just did 8 quarts of the most gorgeous macaroni and cheese you will ever taste. This was macaroni and cheese from dry noodles, done in 11 minutes, okay? But the capacity is unbelievable. 8 quarts of mac and cheese, but let's say you don't want to do all 8 quarts. You don't have to do all 8 quarts. You can do 1 quart of mac and cheese or a couple of quarts of mac and cheese. I got a bowl for you, my friend. You can be civilized and go ahead and chew with your mouth open or chew with your mouth while you're talking. But 8 quarts of mac and cheese from dry noodles in about 11 minutes. Is that not absolutely amazing?
Well, it's so fast. The thing is, you're going to hear all the magic words said. Tastiest, fastest, easiest, because it is. And that's hard. That's a rarity to find that. Because so many times it might be tasty, but it's going to be complicated to make. Throw it in. Add some liquid, whatever kind of liquid you want to add, and you get the best tasting mac and cheese, brisket. I mean, you name it, it's going to do it. Kelly, my darling, do you want to keep going?
You have to feed our friends because good, he's bringing it all over. Because it is the most flavorful. It's easy. The capacity is incredible. The fact that you can do it in 11 minutes. But a couple of reasons, in case you're intimidated by pressure cooking, our friends should really jump in. Is it's faster, and we'll talk about those cooking times right here in just a minute. We've got a chart that I love, but it's more nutritious and it's more packed with flavor, because when all of the moisture remains, that means that the flavor remains. A lot of you might be thinking of Grandma's pressure cooker. Yes. Grandma's pressure cooker jiggled around a little. It made people nervous. This one is completely silent. In fact, I'm going to show you start to finish how simple it is. It doesn't make a noise. You don't have to be nervous about pressure cooking. In fact, almost everybody that I talk to I say, you don't have a pressure cooker, they're like, ooh, I'm nervous. Ready? Okay, this is what you have to not be nervous about. Okay, from frozen. So if you have that uh-oh moment where you've forgotten to thaw the food and you spend an evening either thawing the food or you order pizza because you haven't thawed the food, don't thaw any longer, okay? Totally frozen chicken breast. This could be 6, 8, 10 pieces, however big your family is. And this doesn't have to be chicken. It could be shrimp from frozen, pork from frozen, whatever. Then you pour a little bit of a liquid, and this is what infuses with flavor. Now tonight we've happened to choose a jar of salsa. Literally pop open the jar, dump it in. You don't have to measure it. You don't have to sort anything. There's no mathematics included. And what I love about Elite is that we give you this computer, basically, is what it is, and it's all pre-programmed. So instead of having to know pounds of pressure like you would with a traditional pressure cooker, ready for this? I'm gonna go down my menu. I'm gonna pass my reheat. There's beans, there's brown rice, white rice, and wild rice. Okay, these are all pre-programmed. Stew, okay, I'm gonna stop on poultry, but I could have chosen pork, I could have chosen soup or beef or potatoes or even desserts. Those are all programmed in. And then ready for this? Because I know I put poultry, okay, start. That's it. That's literally all I have to do. So not only is this the #1 selling pressure cooker in the history of HSN, it's the easiest, but the meals that it gives you are so filled with flavor. So when we talk in terms of faster, more nutritious, and more flavorful, you're probably thinking, sounds a little bit too good to be true. It's not. And if we could throw up that cooking chart, that time, this is what we're talking about in terms of saving yourself some time. Ribs and pork, like our ribs we did at the beginning, in 30 minutes. We're talking beans, and that's from dry, in 14 minutes. Beef, your brisket, Adam, in 26 minutes. Potatoes in 12, vegetables in 5, and poultry from frozen, mind you, in 20 minutes. It would take you 20 minutes to sit in line at the drive-thru, order your food, wait for your food, pay for your food, drive it home, feel guilty in your mind that you just did drive-through. Instead, you have a meal from scratch, a home-cooked meal that's going to look like this, 20 minutes from frozen. So the chicken breasts are now cooked. They're tender, they're infused with that salsa, and that's why you want to choose your liquids and have fun with your liquids, because every last bite will be infused with the liquid of your choice. So maybe it was red wine, maybe it was white wine, maybe you chose a can of soup is all you need, maybe you chose a jar of marinara, maybe you chose broth or butter, but the liquid infuses into every single bite of that chicken. Do with this what you want to. We just place them on a little salad here, but you could put it over nachos, you could eat it by itself, you could plate it with spaghetti, but now you're talking a homemade home-cooked meal from frozen in 20 minutes flat.
Guys, a lot of you are asking about this cookbook. We launched this about 6 weeks ago to much fanfare. This is called Cooking Under Pressure. This is a cookbook that was designed using this very pressure cooker. If you'd like to order it, it's $19.95, I believe. It is fantastic. And virtually everything that you're seeing being made is going to be from this cookbook. Great partner, a great friend to go along with the pressure cooker. Red will be the first to sell out. We have 8 minutes left. If you have ever been tempted to buy the pressure cooker, tonight is your night to do it. As a gift, you could not go wrong. Somebody that's good in the kitchen or not good in the kitchen, this would be ideal. But it is, with over 1,000 reviews, our #1 seller. And to that point, when I say that Kelly's here all the time with it, she is, but never at this price. Well, only on a handful of occasions.
We sell a lot of pressure cookers here at HSN, and we sell a lot of different brands, and this is the #1 across all brands.
Yes.
And that's because we have the computer built into the front, so it's all programmed in. You can inside our pressure cooker. So imagine if you're somebody that grows their own vegetables, or maybe you got a great deal on a local organic green bean or something. Go ahead and buy one, get one, and bring it home and can it. And imagine having fresh peaches in February or March, and they're fresh and they're local and they're canned under pressure. If you look at pressure canners, just quickly for me, if you're kind of on the fence and you're thinking maybe, maybe not, look up a pressure canner. $300 and that's a cheap one.
Right.
$300 all day long. You can use this pressure cooker for your mac and cheese, for your ribs, for your pork, for your chicken, and you can. Inside you can.
Guys, we are 6 minutes left. That's a strict 6 minutes. It's a spectacular opportunity. You know, the thing is, when we see deals like this, and I remember it from last year when we did it. Do you remember it, Kelly? Don't you? How fast it went?
It went very fast, and it's because it's such a great deal with that free shipping.
Well, the reality is right now, we, thank goodness, have a few more than last year. The two that are most likely to sell out are red and black. We won't sell out of the blue tonight. There's no way. The turquoise, I think, is going to be okay, but for those folks that want black or red, it's a last call on that. This is my favorite.
This is your barbecue brisket, friend. So we heard a little birdie told us that Adam absolutely loves barbecue brisket. Now look as I slice into the brisket. It will slice, but it will also shred. So it's totally up to you how you want to serve your brisket. Look at that. Now all we chose for our brisket was a bit of barbecue sauce and a can of beer. So imagine infusing every bite of your gorgeous brisket, maybe it's grandma's recipe, with the barbecue sauce. And that's what it means to cook under pressure. Because as you infuse that liquid, the nutrients remain there. I'm jealous because I have to keep talking. But the liquids remain, but the flavors burst. Do the flavors not burst? And what's really great, I love about pressure cooking, and this brisket is a perfect example, is that you can actually choose the less expensive cut of meat, I'll say it, the cheaper cut of meat, okay? The cheaper cut of meat, and it will taste like you have slow cooked it all day long. But in a fraction of the time. You don't have to leave your slow cooker plugged in all day long. You can do it in under an hour. From start to finish, your beef brisket is going to be so flavorful and so moist, and it happens fast under pressure.
I mean, you can forget that hype. So many things are hyped up these days, and this is great, and this is amazing, this is the best thing ever. I'm telling you now, we eat more at home than we've ever done because of the pressure cooker. Because this brisket, the barbecue beef brisket, this to me tastes better than anything I can get in any of the local restaurants. And the fact is that Chelsea and I can do it so easily. If you just buy it to do brisket, it will pay for itself tenfold because it is awesome. They're keeping me track on time. Guys, we have 4 minutes or sell out. The red and the black are the ones that will be gone very, very fast. This is the upgraded 2015 model with, of course, that intelligent smart screen at the front. You press the button, it knows exactly what's going on. It does it to perfection every time. There is no guesswork with this.
There's no guesswork. It's not difficult. No. It doesn't shake around. It's not grandmother's pressure cooker. What it does deliver is the flavors that grandmother delivered. And that's why people love pressure cooking. So just an FYI on this recipe. This is our chicken chili with our white beans and kale. It is so packed with flavor, but what's most important in my opinion is that I just made 8 quarts. Okay, most pressure cookers are 6 quarts. I just made 8 quarts of chicken chili in 18 minutes. And how do I know it took me 18 minutes? Because the button up front that says stew, which chili is a stew, it was 18 minutes programmed in. So all I did was I selected the button that says stew. All you have to do is choose a button, what you're cooking, put your ingredients in from raw, and go. And no babysitting. So go pour yourself a glass of wine. Go enjoy your family over the holidays. Use this to do your sides, but you're also gonna use it to do full meals, because you'll never believe what I'm about to do. What do you think?
I'm going to just look ooey gooey. Guys, we're going to go to the phones.
Lasagna.
Michelle in New York. Michelle, welcome to the show. You're live with Kelly and Adam. How are you?
Hi, guys. Hi, thank you.
Michelle, have you just ordered this?
I just did. I've been waiting so long to get one of those, and now the price is right, and I have my color.
Oh, Michelle, I am so envious because you are absolutely going to love this.
I will. I've been waiting so long to find that size, and the price is right. I can't complain about that.
Oh, goodness,
Michelle,
you.
So,
What are you going to make in it first?
I have no idea yet, but I'm looking at the lasagna you're making there. Maybe that's what I'll try first.
Michelle, if you want to make the lasagna, let me just tell you that once you do your layers of your noodles and all your toppings, you're talking 7 minutes under pressure.
Yes, yes.
Michelle, imagine
I can live with that because I'm busy, so that's good.
Everybody is, and even Michelle, for those that aren't busy, they want to be doing something
Fast.
besides cooking. It is so fast.
Exactly.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Michelle,
All right,
thrilled.
thank you guys, and Adam, I love you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh,
okay?
thank you, Michelle. I love you too. That made my day. Thank you so
Take care.
much. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Michelle. Guys, I'm so thrilled that we got to do this again this year. This was a really special moment. We actually aired this, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd week when the show had first started. And when we aired this the first time around, it was such a big success. I mean, the reality is it needs no introduction. For those of us that have a pressure cooker, we could all talk about it all day long. If you've watched HSN and ever thought about it, we're at the lowest price that I mean, not only the lowest price, it's the 5 flex pay and free shipping. Listen, I'm thrilled that Bernice in New York is getting hers. I'm thrilled that Dolores in California, hey. Cheryl in Florida, congratulations. And Sharon in Florida as well. Just some of the hundreds of folks that are ordering theirs. Kelly, do we have one more?
Well, here's what's so great about pressure cooking is that you can do your large cuts of meat, including your beef brisket, your ribs, your lasagna in 7 minutes, but I'm gonna surprise you.
Right.
You could do your desserts.
Oh.
You could do your cherry ooey gooey chocolate cheesecake. This is our pumpkin cheesecake. You can do poached pears or infused pineapple. This is the most fastest and most delectable, in my opinion, way to do desserts now. And in fact, if you're struggling with recipes, there are entire blogs devoted to just pressure cooked desserts. And the reason that people choose pressure cooking on a dessert is because it's faster, but also because you can't dry it out. The moisture remains. We did pumpkin cheesecake, whipped cream, candied pecans, and there are some gorgeous recipes, dessert recipes in that book.
If you're on the phone, ask about the Cooking Under Pressure book. This was designed with this very pressure cooker.
This exact cooker.
So all the recipes work like a dream. It's only $19 and change. Everybody absolutely here at HSN is loving it. Guys, what do you think over there?
Loving it. So good.
Look at that smile on Joe's face. You can see he's enjoying it.
The macaroni, because you